Hey folks, CA Rachna Ranade here and I welcome you all to my birthday special video. What's so special about this video? Today I'm going to discuss about two stocks which I believe are fundamentally very strong. Okay, but wait, disclaimer. These are not stock recommendations. I'm just going to discuss it from a fundamental analysis perspective and a technical analysis perspective. What you have to do is do your own analysis, DYOR, do your own research, and then you can decide whatever you want to do. Okay? From my side, it's just a pure analysis of these two stocks. Now, is there any theme that I've chosen for that? Answer is obviously yes. The theme is India. If you have been watching my channel pretty regularly, I have talked about a scenario where the overall GST collections are going up, the GDP numbers are improving. The biggest advantage that we have, our population is increasing. The tier 2 tier 3 cities are doing very well. The overall disposable income is also increasing, and based on that I have chosen two stocks. We are going to discuss about that. The very first one is Varun Beverages Limited. Okay, before I deep dive into the fundamentals of Varun Beverages Limited, I would want to give a quick announcement. The announcement is about special discounts and offers that we are going to run on our website www.rachanaranade.com. But what are the discounts? Have a look at this. If you enroll for any course, you will get a flat 10% discount. If you enroll for combo, the cart value condition is given, then you'll get 15% discount and one t-shirt free. And if you enroll for all the courses, that's if it's a 7-in-1 combo, you will get a 15% discount plus a power bank diary and plus one t-shirt along with that. So these are not offers that I generally run on my website, but because it's my birthday, it's going to be a weekend special offer. The offer is going to end on 26th of June midnight. So just before 27th June, it's going to end. So if you want to invest in knowledge, this is the right time to do so. Well, now let's get back to Varun Beverages Limited. Well, this is the company which is PepsiCo's second largest franchisee outside the United States of America, and they have the right to what? To manufacture, to distribute, and to sell various carbonated drinks and non-carbonated drinks. But which ones? I'm sure you have seen this, but still, have a look at this. Well, products like Pepsi, Mountain Dew, Mirinda, 7-Up, be it some energy drink like Sting, or be it carbonated juice-based drinks like Nimbus, or be it iced tea of Lipton iced tea, Tropicana in the juice-based segment, Gatorade in the sports drink, and even the dairy-based beverages. I'm sure you might have tasted at least one of these once, and I'm sure you might have tasted many of these multiple times as well. So they have a very strong brand presence. Okay, now this is about understanding the brands, but where or to which countries are they having a market share in? They have an exposure. They have operations spanning 6 countries, namely India, Sri Lanka, Nepal, Morocco, Zambia, and Zimbabwe, and basically in 2 continents. Which 2 continents? These belong to Asia and Africa. But the moment I'm talking about Asia and Africa as continents, you can imagine they have an exposure to more than 1.4 billion people. Now let's discuss the financials of Varun Beverages Limited. I'm on screener. Here you can see 2-3 important points. ROCE is at 27.8%, ROE is at 33.5%. If you have a look at it, debt to equity ratio is absolutely negligible. So let's jump directly to the profit and loss account. If you see here, their sales numbers are at an all-time high. Their operating profit is at an all-time high. Even their operating profit margin is more or less close to all-time high, 22% that hit in the previous year December. By the way, they have a December ending as compared to others who have March ending, right? So this is a little bit different that you will see on screen. So 21% still is not bad. They are absolutely at par with many other years as well. If you're talking about PBT is again at an all-time high. Now let's check few important points, some interesting points in their quarterly results. If you have a look at this, the QOQ jump is mind-blowing. From 2,214 crores, they have jumped to 3,893 crores. And if you check a YOY, March 22 and March 23 comparison, still they have gone up from almost 2,800 crores to 3,800 crores, almost 3,900 crores. That's a big jump. Even if you have a look at the operating profit margin QOQ, it's amazing, more than 50% jump, and even YOY basis, it's an amazing jump. If you have a look at the PBT numbers, have a look at this. December ended, no comparison as well. But even if I look at YOY basis, from 361 crores to 573 crores, I'm sure you might be like, is there any reason for this big jump? Answer is obviously yes. We are going to discuss that in the immediate next section of the video. But before we go to that, let's have a look at the investors as well. If you have a look at this, investors, FII holding basically from June 2020, it was at 20.53%, June 2021, 20.73, June 2022, 23.93 and right now it is at 26%. So FIs have been showing continuous interest in this. They have been increasing their stake in this. Is their operating cash flow also doing well? So just have a look at this. Operating cash flow numbers is also at an all-time high. So all in all, that is the reason why I feel fundamentally it looks good. Now what we have to check is why is there a sudden jump in these numbers is what we are going to check in the immediate next section. Well, there may be many reasons as to why their net profit jumped so much, but I believe this has a big role to play in it. Just let me know in the comment section whether you have tasted Sting at least once or not. But I'll tell you, acha, I have never tasted Sting. But I asked this to all the people in my office. Almost everyone has tasted this once or twice. I had also recently visited a CA function where a lot of CA students were there, and there was a complex wherein there were a lot of sellers who were selling a lot of cold drinks and all these energy drinks. And believe it or not, almost a lot of students were preferring this energy drink over other cold drinks. So even I was amused and I was asking few children as to why you are tasting this. They said earlier we used to go for something like a Red Bull or a Monster, but that was costing, and I think that costs around 120 rupees, and this Sting comes up at 20 rupees. So I think they have cracked it in the price war and they are able to penetrate in a big way in this teenage category is what I have gotten an understanding. But that is my understanding. What about Jeffries and their chairman? Have a look at this. Mr. Ravi Jaipuria, who is the chairman of Varun Beverages, he told analysts over an earning call that he thinks that energy drink is a large market and they have a first mover advantage in it. He says that yes, their product is very good and has been liked by the market and they just have to keep on expanding their distribution. But what does Jeffrey have to say over that? Coming to the distribution point first, they have mentioned here that Sting has a distribution in more than 2 million outlets. That's a huge number. And they have also mentioned that Sting has done well, growing 31% on a year-on-year basis. And exactly same point is mentioned in their quarterly report as well, which says that yes, Sting has emerged as a key growth driver for the company and it has outperformed expectations this year, recording remarkable sales volume. Now let's go ahead with the key developments in the company. As far as new production facility is concerned, they are doing that in Kota in Rajasthan. But as far as their existing 6 locations are concerned, they are increasing capacity in these locations. They are also, there is a work in progress in the production facility at Jabalpur, which is in Madhya Pradesh. So overall, I can say yes, there is a capacity expansion in the existing facilities and they are also commissioning new plants as well. Now, what about their drinks segment? As I mentioned, carbonated drinks, Pepsi and 7-Up, Lala, they already have. But Pepsi Black is also gaining some sort of market share in the diet category. If I'm talking about health conscious people, juices like Tropicana that they apparently have no added sugar. I just checked this over the internet. And if I'm talking about milk-based products also, they are increasing their share in this category as well. So they are also catering to the health conscious people. But what about environmentally conscious people? For them, they are investing in plastic recycling so that they can also safeguard the environment. What did we understand till now? We understood what does the company do. We understood the fundamentals. We also understood about the key developments. Now, if all is good, has it really has it been seen in the price movement as well? So for that, what we are going to do, we are going to compare the price movement of Varun Beverages Limited with Nifty, and we'll also follow it up with the technical analysis of this stock. So first things first, have a look at this. You can see that if you were to do a very small comparison, 3-month comparison, Nifty is up by 3%, VBL is up by 5%. If I were to check 6 months, Nifty up by 1%, VBL up by 6%. And if I were to check a 1-year data, Nifty is up by 13% and VBL is up by 106%. So in a smaller time frame, Nifty versus VBL has outperformed Nifty. But how about the technicals? For that, have a look at this chart. If you see, this stock has been in a range bound pattern since what? Since February 2023, early February. You can see this is 3rd of February. So it's not like absolutely flat. It is in an upward trajectory, but still in a range. And right now you can see it is somewhere at the lower end of that range. Okay, pivot is at 806. It may take a support here. If not, then I believe that this lower band may definitely act as a support unless and until the market conditions itself twist and turn a lot. And if this be so, if the stock were to retrace back even to its upper end, we should see how much is the band from the lower end to the upper end. Still, this is around a 12% distance. So again, like I mentioned, nowhere it's even close to a recommendation. I'm just saying this, that it has been moving in a band. Right now, even technical analysis wise, I feel that this seems to be good. It is at a lower end of the band, and if it were to retrace back to its upper band, it may have a move of around 12%. Chalo, what did we learn till now? Product line, very good. Financials, good. Technically, placed well. Key developments, yes, we discussed, but then no threats, no risks. Of course, every business has some threats, some risks. Out of the others, what I feel personally is Campa Cola. Well, Reliance has had a history of disrupting whichever space they enter. And if they decide to disrupt this space as well, they very well can do that. They can have a big price war in this range as well. And they have deep pockets they can disrupt. And in such a case, VBL may face certain headwinds. I want you all to also tell me what you feel. Can they make a big disruption in this space or not? Well, now let's move on with the second stock. And the second stock is, I'm not going to tell you. Where will you find it? For that, you'll have to head on to my website www.rachnaranade.com, then go to the blog section, and that is where you will find a blog on the second stock. And if you're like, oh my god, such a big thing I have to do, I have to type such a big name, then click on the blog section, so tiring. Don't worry, I'll give the link of the blog in the pinned comment and in the description box as well, so that it'll be much easier for you. What happened? Still you're not satisfied? You want more stocks? Alright, on 26th June, that is on my birthday, I promise to do another live stream at 9:30 p.m. wherein I'll discuss two stocks. Chalo done. 2 stocks I'll discuss on my birthday, 26th June, 9:30. So don't forget to subscribe to our channel, hit the bell icon so that you'll be notified about the live stream. I'll see you then. Till then, take care. Jai Hind and bye-bye.